All right, guys, welcome back to the Exotic Car Hacks podcast, where we are talking about all kinds of weird shit happening in the car world right here live in our podcast studio. So joining me is Emil, and we are going to be, first off, talking about Pootie Tang for a second. Do you remember Pootie Tang?
That was such a good Sadate. Sadate. Yeah, I remember.
If you don't know who Pootie Tang was, you need to look up Pootie Tang, because that's what the fucking United States is turning into. A bunch of cartoon character shit. So,
dude,
yeah,
Pootie Tang is ridiculous.
Pootie Tang.
That is such
the man.
a reference.
Yeah, that is the reference. If you're a real movie person, you at least have heard of Pootie Tang. That's pretty scary. Great thought. Anyways, so we have a lot of news to cover today. So we're gonna. What are you doing? You're trying to put up Pootie Tang. Isn't that like rated R or something? Can we even do that? Is that like? For people's reference, that they may not know. That's Pootie Tang. If you don't know, Pootie Tang is the most iconic black man in America for a long time. Yeah.
Sadate, man.
Martin Luther King had nothing on this guy. I'm gonna get shot for this comment, but
Can't say that.
yeah, we're not politically correct here.
At
If
all.
you haven't figured this out, this is not a podcast for weak people.
Oh, not even a little bit.
So, the other day I actually realized I did a video, and in the first 10 seconds the video launched, I lost a subscriber to my Tesla gay comment.
Why are they so butthurt about it?
I don't know. I feel like when you point out that Tesla drivers are gay, they just get really like angry. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's like a real and it's funny because it's like there's three things they all have in common. First off, they don't understand cars, and they've never had cool shit, so this is the first
Dude,
gay
this
sign.
car's such a cool performance car.
Like,
No, it's
it
not.
has a big screen in it, and that's what driving's about, looking at a big screen while I'm fucking watching YouTube videos. So completely gay. Secondly, they all drink matcha lattes in the fucking morning. Like, so they'll go to Starbucks and be like, I'll like a fucking venti matcha latte, but I'll get it with fucking oat milk that gives you cancer anyways because it's healthier. So it's like, okay, whatever. Anyway, so that doesn't make sense. And, and then there was a clip of the guy eating a banana. I don't know if you saw that on my Instagram. With a spoon.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so that's like next level gay shit. That's like just unfortunately. Yeah, anyways. So we'll move on from the. So I just wanted to note that I did lose that subscriber. I felt very hurt inside.
You think he went to like another channel and he's over there like, I hate them so much?
I don't know, man. I troll people so hard on my channel because they're just.
You be getting at it.
Yeah, because they're assholes. And I'm just like, you know what? Why don't you go watch the Disney Channel or some shit? You deserve to be poor the rest of your life. Anyways.
My name's Emil and this is the Disney channel.
Yeah.
A little circle.
So 2026 Turbo S.
Is finally going hybrid.
Yes.
That's for as much as they said that they were not going to do that.
Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting thing. Put it up on the screen. I want people to see this.
Let's throw this up on the second screen up here.
Outside of Pootie Tang, which
I love
destroying our...
freaking love Pootie Tang.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go. There we go.
Okay. All right, so this is the new 2026 Turbo S.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, it's clearly going to... It looks like just a upgraded version of they've been doing these slats on all the cars recently.
Yeah, and apparently these slats move, right?
Yeah, they open and close like on the BMW.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw that on the new G63.
Mm-hmm.
They have that too.
They open and close. So it looks cool. I mean, I can only imagine it's gonna be hella fast.
But everything Porsche does is hella fast.
But they're saying that it's just gonna have like a mild hybrid, like the Target T, whatever that entry level one is. That all it does is just help like a little bit of start. It's not gonna have any range. It's not. You can't drive it electric only.
I mean, we've said hybrids are here to stay.
Yeah, it's a boost. It's all right.
So it's like turbos back 10 years ago when people are like, "Oh, turbos are the worst thing in the world." Everybody needs it. Right? Everybody has a turbo now in every car. So,
but yeah, so it's gonna, the last one made what? 600?
So it's not really a hybrid. No. It's just hybrid powered. Like it has extra power.
Has like an extra booster. But you got to figure. I mean, it makes 500 horsepower in the Carrera and the GTS. So what's it gonna make in the Turbo S? 750 horsepower.
The problem with these, so Porsche is doing really, really bad. I don't know if you heard, but they apparently have 40% decline in net profits.
Well, they got raped with. You can't say that word on YouTube.
Yeah, you can say raped.
Beep that. They got walloped on the tariffs.
You can't say raped on YouTube?
No, I don't think you can say rape on YouTube.
So
yeah, they got walloped on the
tariffs. So you heard that? Don't rape people. It's
don't
just a bad thing to talk about. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, they got hammered on the tariffs. And they came out and said it right away.
But I don't think it's just the tariffs, because they said they were doing 30% of their sales in China. Mm-hmm. And now they're doing less than 4%.
So what happened in the market that caused...
Well, because Chinese people have like really advanced tech shit, and apparently they give really huge incentives to people to buy Chinese stuff in China.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but that like they're losing, and the U.S. remains their number one like place to sell their cars.
Of course.
And they just released this statement that they basically are failing at hybrid, like meaning it's not attracting people. The Macan GTS apparently did finally, after a year and a half of being released, finally match the sales of non-hybrid models, which is
the Macan EV.
Yeah, which is like, but that's the only option now. So you don't really have a Macan like non-EV anymore.
Yeah, they removed it, like you said last time. Like they want to make it so it's like there's gonna be a clear line. Like
yeah, but they then removed the Cayman and Boxsters. Thank fucking God. They ended those, and they said they'll be back in 2 years as hybrids. So
no, aren't they gonna be electric? Altogether?
Yeah, exactly.
Electric.
Like electric cars. So then you have all these people that were buying these go-karts because they were poor and that's all they could afford. And now they're basically they're not going to buy electric go-karts. So that's like going to lose the enthusiast who felt like he was an enthusiast.
What does that do to the 718 market?
So that's the interesting part. So Porsche dealers now are trying to buy back
All the 718s.
all the 718 4RS,
GT4s,
all the GT4s and all that shit, which I think those cars are dog shit anyways. But people like them because they're just tiny go-karts around the track. You know, I get the appeal. Like, I understand the appeal of the car. Like, so I don't, and I do. I don't understand why someone needs a GT4 RS when they can have a used GT3 RS. For
The numbers are comparable?
Exactly. It's like 200K car.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have a GT3 RS last generation
Or a current
new
GT4.
GT4 RS. But then you're not gay if you have a GT3 RS because you didn't buy the cheapest thing. So
Do you have to park with the Tesla owners?
No, you don't. So that's the thing. Like, I get the appeal to the entry track thing, but the used other thing, which is still at sticker, is still a better bargaining power and better track car than the new car. And then they put out these like insane like new variations. Like how many cars can they make for the track? Like why do we need a GT3 RS, a GT2 RS, a GT4 RS? So at some point you get to a point where you realize like they're just milking the entry point of every market instead of building product that's like, hey, this is for the track, this is for the street. Like you have a Turbo S, you can drive this to dinner, have fun, enjoy. Here's a track car like a GT3 or GT2 RS, and here's a crazy track car like a GT2 RS, and here's a flagship car. And like that's it. But like all these manufacturers are starting to make so many fucking cars, trying to be everything to everybody.
It watered down the market.
Well, not only that, but I think they dilute their own brand too, because people like there was a report that said like they're struggling to make sense of retaining their user base. You know, like the people that were like diehard Porsche guys are like, well, it's becoming unaffordable too. Like $130K for a base fucking
model
car,
911 is
like
ridiculous. Was it
dumb.
10 years ago, a base model
like 80
911
grand, like 70 grand. Yeah, if that. So it just doesn't even fucking make sense. But the world's getting expensive nonetheless. And fucking pure Sanguis are like 600 fucking grand for an SUV for no reason. It's
Ridiculous.
like a 250K SUV for 600 grand. But I think like these manufacturers are so scared of losing any type of market share. Like Ferrari's been doing this shit too. They're turning into Maserati, fucking pumping out
as many as they can.
every fucking model.
Aroma, the Persong, you got.
And they don't really do any innovation. They just design some bullshit. They've
296.
lost all the designs since Pinafore. Like everything has been.
And
like,
it's predictable because we already know what's coming next. You get a 296
everything's
Speciale.
plastic. Then this new car they put out, the Affiligo, whatever the fuck that was called, like looks like the Roma except with a new bumper or something. And it's like we're calling it something new. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Even Maserati said fuck you to its customers when it built that. I don't know if you saw their new MC20.
New MC20. Yeah.
It's called the Pura or something. No, it's like the same car with a new set of wheels and like bumpers, and they're calling it like the new MC Pure or some shit.
But isn't that the recipe? Hasn't that always been?
Well,
the
no,
recipe?
but that's like pure like insult.
MC Pura.
Yeah, but that's like a pure insult to people. Like just look at it. Like it's retarded looking. It looks.
What are we doing here?
No, it looks identical. It looks identical to the old one, except for like minor little variations. But like, it's like, why is it having a new name? Why isn't it just the new MC20, new facelifted, whatever? Like, why is this?
It's the same fucking car.
It's the same exact car. That's what I'm saying.
They got new paint, probably.
Yeah, they got a couple of new paint options, which they've always had like pretty looking cars. Like Maserati's been a very pretty company for how much you can buy this shit used for. I mean, once you can. This car though, the MC20, I tell you something funny. When these fucking things came out for 300 grand, I told people these things would be like 130, 140.
With the Cresta key?
And they were like crazy. They were like, you're out of your mind. And I was like, okay, give it a year and a half. And fucking they came straight down to like 150. And the worst part is half these cars were lemon because apparently the carbon tubs, they weren't glued to the cars properly. So half the cars need to go back to body shops to get welded. It's just a fucking disaster.
So typical Maserati bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. But like you don't expect that for a 300K car. They
Correct.
came out with the GT2 version, which you barely see on sale anywhere, which isn't going to retain either. So it's just like a going down the toilet. And then you have other companies like Aston Martin just doing a really good job with
Those new cars are so pretty.
like amazing. Quality's higher, infotainments are better, like the
Those
driving experience more exciting. The reviews on the new Vanquish is basically every single person is like, it's the most overpriced piece of perfection. They're like, I know it's expensive, but it's worth it.
Their cars are so gorgeous. The one that you just got,
and that's the old one. This is
the old one.
2023. Like, imagine like the brand new shit that just came out, and once they have the Vanquish S, and like once the Valhalla hits, we got 2 of those on order, so that'll be interesting.
Valhalla's
But
dope. Damn, it's like they just make like look how gorgeous this thing is.
They just make
This is
really, really pretty cars.
dude.
They're just perfect cars
That
all
is
around.
beautiful.
Yeah. In every way, and the interiors are like stunning. Every part of these cars is just amazing. So everyone should hire that guy
Yeah, seriously.
to basically design new shit for their cars. Because otherwise, I think. Well, I actually would like to see a world where Maserati and Ferrari go bankrupt because I hate those companies. They're assholes.
Well, I mean, they almost successfully went bankrupt. What, in the early aughts when
I
Chrysler
feel like
came
they have
in
enough
and
prestige that people. Yeah, because
Chrysler came in and bought them up,
Try to buy them,
and that's why the Ghibli and the Quattroporte
was
are 300
weird,
Cs.
Another guy that's doing apparently big shit, designing airplanes now. That looks more like a drone than an airplane, but I assume he's designing airplanes because they're running out of what to build for cars.
How much faster? How much crazier?
I mean,
are we
I
gonna
think
make the cars?
fast is worthless at this point because we're doing 0 to 60 in like 1.5 seconds.
The body
and
can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unnecessary. Like people are going back to analog cars because they're having fun going fast.
Yeah.
Because at least taking them 3 gears. Like, I floored in the Revolta. I'm doing like 130 miles an hour in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Easy. Nothing.
in not even 10 seconds. What am I saying? In like 30 seconds. It's like insane. It's just so fast that you're like, at every point you're having fun, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
There's no like
ridiculous.
element where you're like, oh, like this is a good, like
the middle ground.
Yeah, it's not. Like it's just completely stupid. So now he's apparently the guy from Koenigsegg, which I fucking hate eggs too. I think they're fucking terrible fucking cars.
Christian von Koenigsegg.
I know. I'll tell you this. Like, I'm gonna have so much respect for people that try.
Yeah,
And he's so young in the business. Like, it's such an infant company.
Dude, I remember the first one.
I know it wasn't that long ago. It's not like he's been around like 100 years or 2 generations.
They're on the third generation. The CCXR had what, 2 generations?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
new.
maybe like what 10, 15 years. Whatever.
15. Let's
So
say, if
so this guy has not only balls, but how much they've grown, how incredible their designs are. It's one of the prettiest cars in the world. And like apparently it's balls fast. To the wall.
Yeah.
But it's like, so I give him mad credit for what he's
Where
done.
did he used to work?
I don't know. I don't know who pissed him off.
They're all like
interconnected to the same thing. I don't know who pissed him off.
Yeah, someone
but-
pissed someone off and they started another car.
Yeah, and then they go somewhere else and they're like,
that's-
yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and do it different. But this dude is super, super excited about his cars. And I think he's like really a class
He's a car guy.
entrepreneur guy that's like build a beautiful car. He's stuck to it. They don't have a lot of support in the real world. Like nobody can fix them. Nobody can so
gotta go to him.
it's a very risky like proposition to buy a $3 million car with no support. Yeah. I would argue even the Bugatti support was shit when I had a issue with my, I needed a part.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the Bugatti team was at the world record trying to do something with their car.
Also, they can't sell you shit?
Yeah, but I didn't understand how a company that big had like one parts guy that was at the record place, and I was like, "What is he gonna do? Like supply parts from his own chain manager? Why doesn't the fucking service guy know where to get a part?"
I'm telling you, like it's in what room is it in?
Why is everybody on vacation for this? It was like I don't understand how
'Cause
a
it's
company
Bugatti.
owned by Volkswagen is basically like everybody's like gone, and somehow
You would
they're,
think that someone else can
they're
just go and
closed
get
for
it.
3 weeks. So your car's got to sit in service because no one can ship a part. It doesn't make any sense. But even if Bugatti's like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at least independents can work on Bugatti or whatever, so it's a little bit better than Koenigsegg, which is just a little bit different. But mad credit to him for at least doing innovative shit. A lot of people like building garbage these days.
Funny that you brought up Maserati because we were talking about guys are liking slower cars now. because like they're more mechanical and more like fun to drive. Maserati just came out with this that I was reading as I got on the way in here. They might start bringing manuals back into their cars.
That would be nice.
That'd be sick if you really think about it.
But I don't know that Maserati's the company to do that.
But they would do it so pretty.
Yeah, I mean they had I don't know. Like if Ferrari brought back manuals, I think I would sell out like hotcakes.
Oh my God,
I mean they would sell
so
out
fast.
But then this is the argument with all these manufacturers. Like, and the one thing I think Porsche got well, but also like is now hurting them. They're inclusive of allowing you to do whatever with every type of car or whatever. So they're like, oh, you can have a Carrera with a manual, or you can have this. And some models you just can't because we don't have the transmission for it, whatever. We just didn't build it. But I think that there is this like reality that new generations may not be so interested in manuals, like because I don't think they know what the fuck to do. They don't know what to do with them. But I think that if they did limited runs of cars, like if they did, limited,
the night before the touring came out, the 911R.
Yeah, even if they did like a limited like Speciale 296, but that was like with a manual, that'd be
sick,
crazy. But then you almost lose hope for the world because like Pagani did this. They came up with this Utopia.
Yeah, the Utopia auto manual thing.
Right? But they also had a Utopia with a full like gated, which is crazy to me because there's still people that have spec'd the Utopia. Remember the one we saw last time?
Yeah.
That was automatic.
Yeah.
It didn't have a manual shift.
But he was explaining it to us. He was like, no, it's the other one that has the manual shift.
No, yeah, but what I'm saying is there's an option to get it. And the one guy that spec'd this car with like a $4 million sticker.
That's sick.
Right, but the $4 million sticker one we were in
is automatic.
Was automatic.
You got to get it this way.
Right, but that's the only reason it's like super popular. It's like
cool.
Hypercar with a manual. Like it's like a big deal. It's like F40 type times.
I remember when the Wyra came out that it had that beautiful the shifter mechanism was gorgeous. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
But that car didn't have that. And yet it had like a fucking $1 million like blue painted, carbon fiber body kit. I don't fucking understand.
That thing must be a joy to drive though. It's got to be so much fun.
If it's got a real manual in it.
If it's a real manual, that should be a real manual.
It's got to be really interesting because it's like art and mechanical art.
And just like we were saying, you get to speed so quick. Can you imagine what like?
And I think that's a good example of like, even though I don't really like, as of now I haven't partake too much in the Pagani brand generally, but that's a good brand that understands its customers.
Do you see yourself getting into a Pagani?
Yeah, it's impossible to get one at the right price. Like the ones that are at the right price are all ugly as fuck.
Stupid specs and shit.
Or they're old as fuck, like they're 14s and they have bad transmissions and shit. So they're like the flawed product, like so you don't want them. The 17, 18s are hard to come by, or they're being fucked up by some YouTuber somewhere, so I don't want to touch them.
Doing donuts and shit.
Yeah, like it's just hard to find like a clean one without paying out the ass, and they don't have enough secondary resale market to like be like, oh, I can pay out the ass and then down the road, I'll be okay. Like I'm not going to lose $1 million from fucking driving at 600 miles in like 3 years. So
and then the getting one is what, still 2 years?
No, to order one, they offered us a Utopia like back fucking like 3.5 years ago. And the problem with ordering cars, which people don't realize sometimes, is that we have a significant drawback to like the Bugatti Tourbillon. Like,
okay,
I want to buy one no matter what. It's fucking amazing. That car is just amazing. So but the problem with that is they wanted almost $2 million down on a $4 million car. Okay, correct. So, and it's 3 years out at the time they offered it. So this car is like fucking. This is probably the nicest looking.
That is beautiful.
That is the nicest looking hypercar that is going to come out in the next 5 years.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's gorgeous.
They did an amazing job, right? Like amazing. They nailed it. Interior, exterior, all of it. And so and that's before we even start seeing the specs and stuff that come out. So here's the argument though. $2 million in the market, 10%. That means every year you have a deposit. You're basically losing at a minimum, like by the time you get your car, $600 to $700K in interest. By the time you have your car, which means like 3 years later, you're finally getting your car. So
wait, you start paying for the car when you
pay
order
$2 million up front because it's expensive, which is basically covers the cost of the car. And then you get them the profit after.
Gotcha.
Basically, it's ready. So if you have the $2 million up front, they're not really losing anything. They're just using your money to fund the project. And then you basically get the car, and you have a car that's worth usually more than sticker in the first few months, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but you're not allowed to resell the car, and you usually don't want to resell the car because you don't want to ban you from next car.
Correct.
So you're going to lose that upside anyways. And generically, historically, Bugattis have never been over sticker Like, meaning they sell a round sticker. Even to this day, like a Pure Sport, whatever, sells slightly over sticker for a sucker, and it sells around or under sticker.
And there's a lot of them now.
Yeah, but they've always been a lot compared to, and there's more people with money. So the argument becomes that once these things depreciate, like after a year or two, even if they're 100K under, well, you lost all the interest you put up front plus the 100K. So then at the end, you're like, well, why didn't I just buy one used or buy one new, but from someone that wants out?
Correct.
And for 200K more. And I still got a better bet than something else.
You got suckered into.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't say, look at that thing, man.
I mean, it's beautiful. Like, I will own one of these no matter what. But I'm just saying, I just don't see the parting way. They did the same shit with that Mustang GTD I just ordered. I ordered it in pink and in fucking 200K deposit and 500K car, you know? Crazy.
And then you haven't even gotten it, and then the ZRX1 comes out.
But I would never drive a Corvette, no matter what. Like, you'd have to be like super gay. I don't care what. I'd rather fucking drive a Mustang V6 if they even make those anymore.
No, they don't. They're 2.3. They're little 4-cylinders now, and they make them 10
well,
seconds
there you
fast.
go. I'd like to drive a 4-cylinder Mustang over a Corvette. Yeah.
Let's make a really.
But you know, the one thing we'd have in common, regardless if I drove a Corvette or a Mustang, is I'd never try to race a Lamborghini or thinking I got a bigger dick because I drive a Corvette. That would be the key to the behavior. So the issue is not the driving the Corvette, because when I was like 19, I sat in
it was a cool car.
I sat in a yellow Corvette, and it was my dream car, and I was like, holy shit. And at the time, I couldn't really afford it. You know, it was like 65 grand new, and I was like, oh my God, it's a lot of money, whatever. But what I'm saying is, like, to me, right? Like, I'm like, okay, I wasn't thinking I'm going to buy a Corvette and go find a guy with a Ferrari 355, smoke his ass, and be like, I have a Corvette. And he'd be like, and I don't give a shit.
I have a Ferrari 355.
Exactly. Like, go fuck off, you know?
Good for you.
Yeah, it doesn't. Anyways, we were talking about reckless driving last time. Did you hear that San Diego people are basically now, like, destroying cars when you're involved in a reckless driving incident?
To what extent, though, I'd have to ask, because...
Well, they used to do this in Virginia. They used to arrest people as soon as they went like over to like 30 over the speed limit. You were under arrest. But I don't understand how you can take a car and smash it, like, because someone's doing something reckless with it. Like, I don't understand the dollar liability. It's not like, because most people don't own their cars. They're doing loans on their cars.
Yeah.
So you're basically like...
You're fucking the bank.
Yeah,
doing.
Well, yeah, that's the part I don't understand. Like, I get the confiscating the cars, or like, you can't have your car for 6 months or whatever, or like whatever fuck, like impound fees, etc. But like, I don't get the whole crushing the car thing. Like,
that's a lot.
Yeah, unless it's something murderous or you killed someone.
They're doing it in response to all the takeovers. We have them here.
Yeah, but dude, anything in California is naturally fucked. I don't even know why people live in
They
California.
go over, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like neither here nor there. They just go way past the line sometimes. Like, we could have just stayed like right here. Why do we have to crush the fucking car? No, and then they end up on talks like this.
Everything in California is broken. Like, everything. Even the weather is starting to get fucked up now. Like, meaning the tsunamis are trying to kill people and shit. Like,
dude, there was an earthquake in New York on Saturday. How crazy is that?
But I'm telling you, at some point when that big earthquake happens and California disappears off the United States, I think the U.S. will be in a better place morally. Like, not. I don't want people to get hurt, but morally, it will, like. And all the smart people that live in California are moving to Florida, anyways. So, like, they're moving to Florida, Texas.
It's so expensive. My buddy Tommy goes, if you went to California to buy $10, it would cost you $50.
But I don't even think it. Yeah, but that doesn't even matter anymore. Like, Florida is just as expensive as California in many parts.
And gonna be as
New York
and
it's
soon.
gonna be exactly.
Very
so
soon.
It's not a question of expensive. It's like you pay more taxes. You don't get anything. You can't have anything.
Everything is so
they
much
sue
more
you
expensive.
for everything.
Everything's
Like,
so
I heard,
expensive.
like, they're even trying to nail down Montana people more, and like, all kinds of garbage, like, for no reason. And it's like the people paying the most taxes are the people constantly being harassed by people, you know? So it doesn't make any sense. I think Emil's girlfriend's calling him or something, you know? Like, oh, so it's okay. So it's.
But anyway,
okay. Anyways, we're moving on. He didn't want anybody to know he has like a couple of girlfriends. Just keep that on. Okay. I'm not telling anybody. Okay, so in next related news, we have another gay thing again. What is it this week with like bad decisions from car manufacturers? They're apparently doing this new really ugly grille on Mercedes cars that makes it look like a Tesla.
They've been trying to do this for a couple of years, because remember, like 6 years ago, everybody had the stupid illuminated star. That was an option. It was like a $1,500 option.
I remember the start,
And now I guess that was just like their test bed for doing something like this. I don't see the point of it.
But did the illuminated star do anything EV based, or was it just light?
It was just light. This is supposed to What?
Oh, this isn't like an EV thing. This
No, it's
is
just a screen.
Oh, like it's just like a pretty thing.
It's a screen on the
So,
front.
so some idiot actually thought this was a pretty thing.
Yeah. You know what this?
Like-
you know what this is gonna be? 2 weeks at the fucking dealership when one of those fucking bulbs goes out. I guarantee
Yeah.
it.
So I get it. So this is an LED grill, basically. No, but it says new EV grill, right?
So it's just for the. I guess it. Like, oh, you know what? It'll probably be the way you can differentiate them now.
Yeah, and
That makes sense.
this is like the ESQ thing they did. That was a total failure. And instead of scrapping that shit, they just doubled down on making an ugly version of it. This is amazing.
The Cadillac Lyric has that funky
Yeah,
grill.
yeah, exactly.
All the
But
Acuras have the weird.
Cadillacs,
Those are nice.
Yeah, Cadillac's EV shit, like
I like them.
they get it. Like they
got
get
one.
it. Even the Hummer EV, like they get it. Like
The
they
Hummer's
get-
'cause it crawls. That's
yeah,
cool.
but they just got like they do crazy weird shit.
Mhm.
But for
And it's- and it
once,
sticks.
I'm like, yeah, it's like exciting.
Dude, I drove an EV one in Texas with Super Cruise. Oh my god, wonderful, dude.
yeah, I've
Freaking wonderful.
I've heard nothing but great things about the new Cadillac EV. Like,
amazing.
and
They're
people
all,
like it
they're
a
all
lot.
great.
Yeah, like
and then even their performance cars, like the Black Wings,
Yeah.
are sick as shit. I mean, you can't get one.
I mean,
but they're sick.
it's interesting to see them come back with more exciting stuff generally speaking.
Yeah.
I'm saying the U.S. market is trying to do a better job than some of these competitors overseas. I mean,
they just try stuff.
Ford's product is good. You know, it's a good product.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not my cup of tea every day, but like, it's good product. It realistically, like, I'm not a fan of the Corvette, but it's decent product for the money.
And it
especially
makes sense.
especially when it's depreciated.
It makes sense.
Like, if you told me, would I rather see more Corvettes or more Caymans? I'd take more Corvettes. I know it's like the only time I'll take more Corvettes. It's the lesser of the two evil.
I guess.
You know?
I can agree with
it's
that.
like I'd rather have. Well, I don't know though. Cayman people don't try to race other people. So
Regular Cayman people who bought Caymans new don't do that.
yeah,
Used Cayman
I guess
drivers are.
people have more respect for their Porsches than they do their Corvettes. Anyways, well, they have more respect for their wallet too. 'Cause those things don't depreciate as fast as.
Staying kind of in the vein of the American cars, they're trying to bring back supposedly the SRT division after they scrapped it a couple years ago, which is the dumbest shit ever.
So that means we're getting a new Viper, or we don't know.
That would be sick. What would a new Viper look like? What do you think?
I mean, I thought the Viper was an excellent product.
Oh, the last one was beautiful. It was great.
I have now owned every generation Viper at least once, like to some point.
Right now, you currently have two.
Two.
Right?
I have the new
blue and the red
ACR
one.
Extreme, and I have the old 97 like modded. And honestly, even to this day, driving the 97, well, the interior is complete shit because it's fucking plastic everywhere.
it's a
I mean,
rental
it
car on the
fucking
inside.
like, yeah, it's like old Mustangs. I mean, the Cobra R was total shit too inside, but that's a fun car today.
They do that
Yeah,
well.
1997, still fun car today for 15, 20 minutes driving down the road. Like,
And
it's just fun.
And it's what? It's still 450 horsepower.
And the new Extreme, the ACR, is amazing.
Yeah,
like
it's a great
I
car.
thought it was really like gonna be a really weird track car, uncontrollable rear end,
they're so docile.
fucking glued to the road, super fast, super exciting sounding from the factory. Like really good car. So I was really, really impressed about how good of a driving car it is. Like, yeah, some of the plastic inside is like sad for 300.
And you got to
car,
get used
but-
to how it drives because it
yeah,
drives
it's
so
like
long on the
very
front.
large and etc. But it's still a good car. Like a lot of times where I'm like, oh, I want to have fun with a 6-speed. I'm like, that's the car I go for, and I'm like, I'm gonna drive that, even though I don't intend to drive that. I'm like, oh, that's the car that I'll drive. And the only car that made me feel that way before was the Ford GT, which I liked.
That was
I
a
still
very
like that car. I still
visceral
think
car.
that's one of the greatest fucking cars.
But
of
if
all
they
time.
do this, like I don't understand the reason behind removing SRT to begin with, because there's so many of those on the road. They give them shits away.
Yeah, but I think it really comes down to money, dude. Like they create a lot of these manufacturers. Like this is what's happening to Porsche too. So Dodge, for example, will create all of these really cool fucking Vipers and shit, but they don't make money off that shit.
No.
They make money off of all the bullshit, cheap stuff they sell. Massive.
Because the
volume
Viper was even still affordable.
Exactly. Like, but it's about the volume of shit they sell. So they do this stuff to prove their worth in the marketplace. And then they go, oh, look, you have an other Avenger that's get bred by the same like motor that the Viper had, blah, 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 and the same headlights. And so they recycle these parts. That's what they do. It's almost like Lexus. Like Lexus doesn't make any money. They lost money on every LFA they ever made. But they were like, we did it. We proved we can do it. Now the LFA parts will be used in all these other cars
DLC.
and all
that
these
car's gonna
other
sell
cool
a million,
cars
yeah.
and sell whatever. And then it kind of dies off from there, and it is what it is. But
I mean, it's the ultimate way, like the boy racer car. They take the biggest
I
engine
think
they
that's
have.
why they kill it, because they originally tried to move the Viper to SRT so
Yeah.
they could stop losing money on it, and then they basically lost money on everything SRT, and they were like, "Fuck it, close it," and then they came back with it. So I think it's just
Well, because it was I think it was the only thing keeping the company afloat. Who the hell wants to drive a fucking Chrysler Pacifica?
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants anything.
Yeah, like give me some fast shit or not. What the hell?
Yeah,
are we
it's
doing
just
here?
weird. It's just weird.
What are you gonna do?
So that's fine. And the last thing we got to talk about is my favorite topic of the year, the fucking Corvettes again. I don't know why.
All right. I know you hate them, but me being I'm such a race car guy and like times guy. Like that is impossibly impressive. I mean, it's aided by electronic motors, and it's still, but that is insane. A 649 is wild.
I think first off, the ZR1 actually looks good for a Corvette. With the hood in the front.
Yeah,
the front looks good.
They made it look all
the side
crazy.
of a Corvette I never understood, because to me it's like a McLaren and I think a McLaren and a 458 had a baby and it was retarded and someone beat the baby, then threw it out to Afghanistan, brought it back, and that's basically what it is. Just a fucking disaster of like it's the kid you don't want, like it's just
But
ugly.
they didn't just beat one record that day; they did it twice.
Yeah, so it's a good looking car. Though.
Very
the,
good looking
the
car.
ZR1 itself, like fuck the X thing, they're good looking cars.
Yeah, it's a good looking car.
Yeah, the other ones were shit. The Z06 was ugly as fuck.
No, it's just ugly as fuck.
Yeah, but this
it's a good looking
ZR1
car.
with the front, with the like the pista look, like it's just
I like
really
it.
good looking fucking.
The
car.
side strakes, the wing.
It's
The wing is a little
wider,
much for me, but
it works.
it
It's
works.
fine. Yeah,
the
it's
wheels
not-
are pretty. It is a good
It's
looking
just
car.
a good looking car for the money. I mean, I don't know about 200 grand now because these things are like 250 grand. They
Yeah,
used
but
to
what
be
are
like
they asking for over now?
like 400. Yeah, it's like 200 over, so I ask them for 400.
That's crazy.
But the argument is it's a good looking car. And this then becomes a problem. The Porsche GT3 RS is a piece of shit, and it's a great piece of shit at 300 grand. But because they're going to use for like 450, it's not that great of a piece of shit anymore, and you expect more. So the argument is like these guys will make these cars, but they don't make enough for everybody to buy them, even though people want them, and yet they pretend they're exclusive, but they're not. So like it's like this really weird thing where like they're trying to be super exclusive, but in the end, it's really not, no matter what. But when Ford makes a Cobra R or a GTD or a Ford GT, it's truly exclusive.
Yes.
So it retains value and
You can't
continues
walk in
to
the theater and
rise
buy it.
all the time.
They
There's
invite
never,
you. I remember the debacle with the newer Ford GTs that
John Cena when he got sued.
him and John Cena, he got sued because he tried to sell it. And they were like,
he sold it.
You can't do that.
Yeah, he sold it, and they took his money back and gave it to charity.
And now he drives a Honda Civic Type R every day.
Yeah.
But look at the royalty it puts this car in. That's insanity. It's only 3 cars faster than that, and one of them is a hypercar. Like that's not even a real car.
Yeah, well, the
It's
AMG one doesn't
not even
count.
a real
Nobody
car.
can fucking drive that.
So
on
let's
that.
call
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
Let's call it what it actually is.
And then the
this.
GT2 RS is similar because it's got a special kit on it.
Yeah, it's man
like
type.
meaning
So-
it's
So
like a
let's
race
say
kit.
production cars. That's it.
This is the part that I don't understand. No one is talking about the fact that fucking AMG GT Black Series
Still.
is still fucking up there.
5 years.
I know, yeah, it's still
There's
fucking
not
up
a
there.
better
I know,
car there.
exactly.
That is
and that's a
insanity, dude.
$300K car that is now available at sticker.
And I bet you can go faster than it now.
Yeah, I think that is the most underrated. Like, I bought mine and I fucking hated it. I put a kit on it, like, to hear it, and it sounded way better. And then the more I drive it, the more I understand it. I hated it for the first year. I was like, oh,
It's
this is
purposeful.
stupid. Yeah, it was just stupid. I was like, it doesn't work. And then I start seeing what they make with the GT3 RS and all this plastic shit, and I start to appreciate what that car is because I'm like, it's got carbon everywhere. It's got nice shit. It looks nice.
These
it's got good
Germans
tech.
do it, you know?
I mean, they did it really well in that car.
Such a good
And it
car.
doesn't drive anything like a GTR Pro, nothing like a GT. Like, it's a completely different animal, fully engineered, redone. And it's a really understated car. Like, I think that the fact that all these new cars are coming out and they're not running laps all over this other 300K car.
That's
Meaning they're
crazy.
not like
5
completely
years, 6 years old,
crushing it to
technically.
shit.
That's
yeah.
insane.
Like you would expect an AMG Project One to like
Yeah,
destroy that.
of
Like
course.
it's like, hey, we made a $2 million better version, a $3
fucking
million
better.
better version, so you better do that. But like the fact that Porsche to this day hasn't come out with a better car, like in my eyes,
Someone else had to do it.
yeah,
Manti
that's-
had to do it.
Exactly. Like what that doesn't count though. Like I think that it counts, but it doesn't count towards like if you have to modify a car to do it,
Yeah.
then
not the-
it's a different league.
Because I can't buy that.
Yeah, like it's something that like you just put away. But then
realistically, we could go walk and buy a ZR1X right now if you really wanted to.
yeah, and look, the Mustang GTD is there too, which is interesting. you know? Yeah.
And then they responded this morning. They're like, all right, we're making more crazy shit.
Yeah,
so it's like,
it'll be interesting to see that because I'm a big fan of the GTD design. I haven't driven one yet till it actually gets here. but
Verstappen and Chris
I
Harris.
saw that. Yeah, I
just
saw that. Took
threw
one.
it
Yeah.
around.
I don't know that I believe those things though anymore because they
Well,
get
'cause
they're
they're done
so
by the
bought
company.
out and yeah they're bought
I've-
out and they're
so
like we'll
I've-
pay you $100,000 to show up and what are you gonna say like fuck your product is
I've
fucking
worked
trash
on a
I'm
couple
out.
of those like shoots, and
That's what I'm
kinda
saying.
how it
Like
goes, yeah.
they give them like pay to be there.
Yeah,
So,
you're paid. You
yeah,
have to say good shit.
You can't be like your product's shit.
This is terrible. They're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
so
well, give
you
me back my
might
check.
criticize it, saying it understeers a little bit, and someone watching be like, "Well, I'm not going to be a race car driver, so I don't feel that."
Yeah.
But like, if it was me and they flew me out there, and I was like, "Ah, what a piece of shit! Is plastic here? Why did it do that?" They'd be like, "What? Why are we publishing this? Why do we pay this guy?
Don't
Get him out
let
of here."
this guy say.
And that's
anything.
why you guys are watching Exotic Car Hacks, because we don't fucking sugarcoat anything. We don't give a shit.
But that is royalty to be a part of if you really think about it. Only one production car, real production car, is faster, and it's the best car. We both agree.
Yeah.
And
so
then what's next? GT3 RS, Aventador, SVJ.
that's impressive too. SVJ being so
that's a
and
big bitch.
That is one of the best. But the thing people that don't own SVJs don't know, SVJs are some of the best handling cars. In the world.
Really? I haven't really gotten to drive one
Dude,
hard.
it's large as fuck.
a big fucking car.
It's a big fucking car,
Yeah.
and yet it handles just like a Performante.
Really?
Like amazing,
Really?
like how glued to the fucking ground, and yet the Aventador handles nothing like that. It's
The regular
clunky.
Aventador.
It's just
the
annoying. It's
transmission is the
unresponsive.
worst.
Yeah, and yet the SVJ is just like next level fucking insanity. And I kept telling this to people when it first came out. I was like, "There's something different about this car. It doesn't drive like an Aventador." And
So visceral, man.
yeah, and people were like, "No, like it's just an Aventador with single clutch." I was like, "This car's different." And when they put that record, I was like, "See, it's different. Something about it
moves.
just." And I kept saying it's this ALA system they have, like with the aero, but
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking race car driver. I can't even stick in a go kart and not fly off the fucking track.
Hey, no,
So
but you did beat Mike Sandbach.
I did multiple times.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Mike Sandbach is, you guys should look it up. It's a gentleman that go-karted with me multiple times. The first time he lost, he blamed it on weight. The second time, he blamed it on money or something. And I was like,
Something
I don't
to
see
that
it. Yeah,
effect.
something
Yeah,
I don't
that works.
understand. Anyways, so if you're watching this, Mike, I'm sorry, but that's 2 for 2 now.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we're gonna throw it on the screen so you can see Mike Sandbach lose. Mark, do that for us, please. Yeah. So, but even still, look how many Porsches are up there. That's
Yeah,
1,
which
2,
is-
3.
And this is the argument. If
4,
Porsches are
5.
meant to be that, then we shouldn't even fucking have like
How the fuck are some hillbillies in Michigan?
we shouldn't have anything else like that. Meaning they should, like the fact that the 918 is down there is sad because that's like a mind-boggling car.
Yeah, but that was already 12, 13 years ago.
I know, but I'm saying like by now I wish they would have had a kit for that. Like,
That'd be
meaning
cool.
to be like, oh, the 918 took back.
Well,
It's
like what was it they call it on the Pagani when you get the retrofit? What was it called?
the Tempesta,
package, yeah.
But they don't have that for 918. The P1 has a battery upgrade.
Yeah.
Like you can get more power. The 918 doesn't have anything.
It is one of the older one those. It is of the trio.
No, they're all 2015s,
13s?
2014, 15s. Yeah, meaning like that's all the releases in America. So I don't know. They're nice though. I mean that's one of my favorite cars anyway. So that's why I won't sell mine, even though I can make $1 million. That's a lightweight car. Anyways, guys, so this is it for our podcast today.
Yeah, we had a good time today.
Yep, we talked about a lot of things. I hope what you got out of this podcast is that you shouldn't drive a Tesla. If you chose to, then you're probably going to unsubscribe for this channel. If you love cars, you probably won't, love Teslas or Caymans or Corvettes. Anyways, we'll catch you guys next time on Exotic Car Hacks.
See you guys later.